You are looking at video 32 of my invention. Some people were just kind of like asking some questions about amps and stuff. Well, I'm going to show you what's going on in the amps. I had a little trouble trying to figure out what was going on this meter. I got my manual out and figured out what's going on. It's just hooking up things a little bit wrong and that. I told you I'll figure that out shortly, and I did. We're going to show you right here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in it as far as voltage. I can't put, and then over here I won't need to switch the meter because right there will be the amps. So fire this thing up and see. Right here it's sitting still. The meter's at 0. I'll fire it up and we'll show you what we got here. Almost 1.4 right there. I dropped it in. Almost 1.39 amps you're talking. So, and I'm gonna right here I'm just gonna show you what it was reading. Input is about 11 volts. The amp I'm putting in is about 3 amps total right there. You can see it. Right about 3 amps. Undo this again. Like I said, it's keep it steady right around 1.32, 1.4. See right there. 1.4. Right there, 1.39 amps. So now that's where I have it set right here is on the 20. This is voltage. As you can see, this up here says amperage, that little A. Hold AC. I'm going to go back down. Right here, I'm going to pull this back out. I'm going to put this right over here for voltage. Okay, I got voltage alternating current right over here. I'll put that right over here on the 20. Sits right back at 0. Fire this thing up again, see what it does. Lever arm sitting still. Almost 1.72 volts right there you're looking at total. It's not very much in that. I'll show you over here again. We'll fire this back up. I'm shutting it off so you can hear me talk because it puts out a lot of noise in that. I'll fire it back up again. Putting in just about 12 volts. A little bit, about 11.5 volts. For some reason it's a little bit over 3.5 amps. You see it's kind of, if you get back, you see it's just jumping. It's hitting at the very top and the bottom. And it's consistent right now. 1.72, 1.74. That's really good. Okay, here's my calculator. We'll just take a look at this, see what we got here. I can, let me show you one other thing here. I can put a double coil in, I've proven that. Down inside there, can you see that double coil? This one's got a single coil. So I could put 2 coils together. That's usually why the last video was reading 2 readings, because it had 2 coils back to back. Similar to this, because the orbit height is high enough to run it in and out of 2 coils at the same time. So, reason why I'm going to do is, now I could be able to fit 8 coils in here. If you take this number and you go, try to get this out of the glare. If you multiply, if you multiply 8 times 1.4, so you're talking almost 11.2 amps being fed into the unit. Once I get it all gone, if we take voltage, it was 1.72 times 8, and you're getting almost a little bit over 14. So I think it might be better to go with a little bit smaller wire. And that I put this real thick wire here. It's about 27 thousandths in that, different gauge of wire. This right here, it's just real fine. It's about 7 thousandths, that little wire down there that you're looking at. So you're getting a lot more turns on it. You know, like this has some real fine wire, and it's like 7 thousandths in this flashlight. I just retrofit that down inside there, make it fit. So I was just kind of showing you with the light display. I mean, it was really lighting up way faster than what that thing was designed to do. I mean, it was lighting up this whole basement one little flashlight. If I had 4 of them in there and that. So we're getting up, I mean, at that point, I mean, just by the meters alone, it's over unity, but that don't mean anything. We're going to get bridge rectifiers, and then you get the load and everything. There's a lot of things that could throw it off. You know, I mean, I'll just have to get it tested. And that, I just want to show you some modifications he's got in this other one here. Look at this new gear I got for this thing here. Oh man, this thing's awesome. 20 pitch gear, new 20 pitch 10-inch, and he's going to have it hooked up like this. I got some gears on order for these here, and that thing's going to fit down inside of here. I'm going to build this in sections so I could pull it off. I have problems, uncouple it, pull the section off, fix it, because the way it's set up right now, this rod goes all the way through it, and that's just, if you get a problem right in, so we'll say in here, you have to tear it all down and get to it. But this way I can just pull one section off and fix it. And that, but that thing's going to be cool, and that as I keep getting it back together, this thing's awesome. And I'm going to have like 2 motors. These motors come from Harbor Freight. I buy it right over at Harbor Freight. They're just something that's just right on the shelf. You're not looking at any special order. I told you Radio Shack. I don't know why. You know, when you start making videos, sometimes you do stuff and then later on you look at it later and say, wow, why did he say that? But it's just one of those things that happens when you make it. And that, but I'm going to hook that up and not have the counterweights and see how that works on that. This one does have counterweights inside of here, and that it does pretty good. I'm learning how to wrap the coils a little bit better. I think I can get a little bit more out of it too yet. I had a bad wrapping on the first one. I mean, it was just embarrassing. Now it's getting a little better. I still need more time for improvement on the coils and that. As I keep working with it and that, I found out it works better with being fixed and not flinching down inside of here with the springs and stuff. And I got you know, there's like a counterweight inside here, makes it spin and that. So the next one I got, it's just going to be a direct drive and that, turning that over. I'm going to eliminate this and see what it does. And that there's no physics on this thing, you know, the way this oscillates and stuff like that. And the thing is, that's what I'm trying to say. And even Tesla, I mean, and I'm not taking anything from the guy. I mean, he's way better than what I could ever do. I'm just trying to do one little thing. But he didn't work with anything like this. This isn't anything off of him or anybody else. It's all in its own category. You know, and one of the reasons why Tesla didn't get the Nobel Prize in physics, it's simple. He was working with recorded physics where this isn't recorded physics. There's nothing like this that's under recording anywhere, in any books or anything. There's a lot of variations that you can do. I'm still trying to, you know, just change just a little bit of weight on something, and I mean it just changes it drastically. But like I said, it keeps these lever arms in time, and it just keeps oscillating it, and it's just as it gets going, it doesn't use that much energy, and it is also oscillating a lot faster because every time it rotates, as you can see, it does 2 full oscillations in it for every rotation. And it also has different frequencies it can run at. So you got a slower frequency in which you can run this thing at. Maybe I'll just kind of show you what it does at the lower frequency, and we'll see what it does. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to kick this back down to 6. Turn this on. We got I gotta hook this up, I'm sorry. There, I got it. Nope, I don't yet. There. 5.21 was that voltage just is putting out 1.24. Okay, we'll switch it around to amps. I'll pop this out to here, stick it in here, turn it down to here, like so. And it's not hardly getting any. Whoops, this one, got them wrong. Goes over here. Let me slow it down a little. If I can get an amp reading on. Okay, he's putting in 5 volts. He's putting in 2 amps, and he's getting almost, about 1 point. You can see a lot of variations because it's moving so slowly, but you're getting a little bit more than a half an amp there. Like I said, and there's only 2 amps being put in, and there's only 5 volts. And I was getting like 1.6 amps. 0.6 amps. That was just a little bit more than about 2/3 of an amp per there out of that little bit. So, I mean, the thing is, you could have where this thing's going to make the biggest deal is in the windmill. You could build the windmills much smaller. They're going to put out better, and they're going to run with a lot less drag on them. Yeah, they build those huge things in that. That's where this is going to revolutionize, I think, in the windmill industry. But if I could get this to run into a loop system in that would be awesome. But, you know, I don't know the possibilities of that happening. I don't know. I mean, there's just, like I said, there's a lot of things. I'm not claiming it's over Unity at this point. I can't, you know, I got to get it independently tested, and I have to get internationally tested. You know, so I'm just not going to sit there and make all these claims. I'm just showing you what the meters are doing at this point. And I'm going to call it quits for right now. I got some more coils to wrap. and test the show, and I'll just keep proceeding on. Just remember, 8 coils in this one, 32 in that one. I'll let you go. Goodbye.